Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Diana Loves Colors. Thank you very much for coming to watch this BB Craft project share today. So BB Craft is an online craft store where you can get pretty much anything you desire in the way of crafts. They have something for jewelry makers, if you sew, if you knit, if you um, diamond paint, if you are a paper crafter. They just have so much. And I am fortunate enough to be in their YouTube program where they let me try out products for free in exchange for working with those products and making a video. So their YouTube program you can apply for. The link will be in the description box. I'll also leave the link for the products that I received from them, and this discount code Diana20. It will save you 10% on your order. So and thank you for following along with that. Let me show you what I chose to work with. So I got these, I don't know if they called them pendants or charms or what. But if you like them, I'll put the link in the description box. So the only thing about these was they said there were going to be 40, and there were only 30. I did get 40 of the glass domes that go on top of them, and we're going to use these to make a beautiful wand. And we're also going to make it using this set of gold thread. Of course, we're not going to use all of this, but this set was only $4.65, and that is for 20 rolls of this gold thread. So I'll be sharing this quite a bit in 2025 with my crafty friends, and I already took one out. So this is what we will be making. I call them a mini wand. So this is only the second time that I've made one of these. I made one at Halloween for Stace, and I think she liked it. But this is definitely a Valentine mini wand. So you can wave this over your um, man and cast a spell on them or do whatever you want with them. So let me just show you what's on here. I used big heart tie to cut out that heart and another one on the back. And in between there is a piece of cardboard to make this nice and sturdy. So then we have a rosette. Well, we have this tool and a rosette, and another rosette, and this purple tool. And then we have this rosette on top and a purple flower, and it says hugs. And down here, I have placed one of these on the bottom of this wand. Now, I may add a bow to this, but I'm not sure yet if I'm going to do that. And this is an acrylic popsicle stick that I got. And I have some others here, red and purple for Valentine's Day. They came in a set of multicolors, and I shared some of these with Stace when I sent her Halloween wand. So anyways, let's get started about how we're going to make this, because this I don't want this video to be too long. I have some things already assembled here. We're going to use one of the purple acrylic popsicle sticks, and we're going to use, on here I used this dark purple one, but I might even use the black or the pink. Let's just see. We'll see when we get there. And here's another one that I made. with a gold background and the heart, because I wanted to see how the glue would dry and if it would be visible there. So the first thing you need to do is make sure your wand is nice and sturdy. And I have cut out some things here. I used this die, this very large die that was gifted to me by Laura at Laura Plans and Crafts. I love this set here. It's really good. So I used the biggest one there, and I cut out this purple mirror cardstock. I'm not going to flash it in your face. We're going to be covering up almost all of that. But I thought it would make it look more like a mirror than just a big old heart. So I am going to place this cardboard in between the two papers and glue them together. I'll be right back. So I've glued the mirror paper to the piece of cardboard, and we're going to put our popsicle stick in there about that far, and we're going to glue that in there and make sure it's nice and tight. So just waiting for my glue gun to heat up. You could use wet glue with this if you wanted. This is just a little faster. So while I'm waiting for the glue gun to heat up, we could work on this. And I think I decided I wanted to go with the black. So I just punched some circles out with this circle punch. And I think this is 3/4 inch. And we're going to just glue that right in there. If the glue would come out, we would be doing that. There we go. So you don't need very much, because then it will slide around and ooze out and all that good stuff. So there's that. And we're going to get one of our glass domes, which I thought I had one out. I must have put it back in. I want to make sure you can see this. Oops. So what I'm going to do is just put glue very lightly around the edge, inside edge. And you can use super glue or E6000. I'm just doing this very lightly. I hope you can see this. And this will dry clear, as I've already made, I'm making a mess. I've already made a couple of them, and the glue did dry clear. So you get the idea. Okay, I just wanted to wipe off most of the excess. So and we are just going to sit our glass dome in there and just let that dry. And I think our glue gun is ready. So let me see. I want to really be able to line this up so that everything matches. And we might need some clips to hold it on there. So I have these here. You know what? I decided I'm just going to go with the wet glue. So I have these clamps on here for that to dry. And I think I almost got it lined up pretty well. I'm just going to give this a little roll here. And we're going to set this aside while we talk about the rosettes. So I have a couple that I've made. Let me show you the die that I used. I used this die here that I recently hauled from somewhere. And if you want the link for that, let me know and I will give it to you. So this is the big one here. And then this is the small one. And you have to cut these out 4 times with each one and glue the pieces 4 together and then make your rosette. And if you want to know how to make rosettes, I can probably find you a good video. It won't be of me doing it, but it will be someone that knows how to do them very well. So there's one rosette, and here's another one, and I haven't put the top on that one yet. Here's another one that I made, just the same as this. And this one is a little bit different. It's pink and purple. And I also have these that I made last year and never used. And this is with a heart rose, um, uh, what do you call it? A heart-shaped die that makes these. But we're not using that today. That one's a little bit tricky for videoing. So we need some kind of tool or ribbon or something to put behind here. And I used this gold tool on this one, but I don't think I'm going to use gold this time. So I just pulled out a few things to see. I don't think that's going to work. I really don't have anything purple. Oh, wait a minute. I think I do. Let's see. Maybe we can use some of this here. Okay. I changed my mind about the rosette. And you remember the gold thread? So I have just taken some gold thread and put it between these two here. I'm going to add a little bit more before we glue that down. So just wrap it around your fingers as many times as you want. You sometimes have to add quite a bit before it's even like visible, because it is so very, very thin. So let's see if we can get this in there. So along with the gold thread, I'm going to also put some of this purple tulle. Just a little bit. Okay, so we have the rosette ready, the tulle ready, the gold thread ready. So we're going to, first of all, glue down this tulle. And hopefully this is going to stick. And I'm going to put our gold thread in there. I know this looks messy right now, but hopefully the end result will be beautiful. I'm going to put a little bit more glue, and then we're going to add this rosette on top. And we're going to hold that for a minute. Let me snip that off. So I think probably the hardest part of doing this was making the rosettes. It takes me quite a long time to make rosettes. I don't know about you guys. All right, well, that feels like it might be ready. And we'll come over and see how our purple dye is doing with its drying time. All right, I think I can let that go now. Oh, the strings. The glue strings. How long is this video being? Oh, 15 minutes. Oh, my goodness. All right, let's bring this over. We're almost done. We're going to glue our rosette onto the center of this. And make sure that our heart is nice and straight in there. And this should be dry down here. And now, this should be almost dry also. I'm going to hot glue this on to here. So it's going to go halfway between the wand part and the die cut part. So let's do that. And we want to make sure, stop spinning. We want to make sure that that is also nice and straight, because we have a little heart in there. And almost the last thing we're going to do is put a sentiment on here. So I have a few that I've made over here because I wasn't sure of what kind of size-wise we're going to do. My wand is stuck to the table. I should have it on this mat that Sharon sent me, which I absolutely love. My glue gun is on it. So let's see what looks good, because I think this is going to be way too big and we won't be able to see our cabochon. So in that case, we might have to just go something small. So we could do kiss. No, I don't like that. So we might just need a little love. Yeah, I think we're going to go with that. And that's just going to sit right about there. And I'm also going to hot glue that in. You could use wet glue, but there's not much of anything to stick it to, if you know what I mean. So I'm just going to use a little drop of this. I better have my other hand ready. How did I have that? About there. And I'm just going to hold that still for a minute. So I got some of my purple flowers out. I really don't much care for those. And I might have one smaller one in here we could use. Like this. And that is what I used on the other one over here also. So there it is there. So we just have to tuck this in somewhere. Let's see where it would look good. Something like that. I'm thinking. Okay, so I just put a little bit of hot glue on that floral wire and tucked it in here, but there's a little piece of the wire sticking out down here. So I am going to cut that off. There we go. And I did cut the end of this tool and opened it up a little bit. We can see our gold thread. We can see our beautiful cabochon there. And I don't know if it needs anything else. Sometimes I don't know when to stop. I was thinking of putting a butterfly on here, but we'll wait for another day for that. So let me know if you've ever made anything like this. It's just kind of like decorating a mirror. That's all. And I think they're so pretty. All right. So thank you very much to BB Craft for this wonderful product. I enjoyed working with it, and I enjoyed working with the gold thread here. Oh boy, I have a big mess to clean up now, but that's okay. I had fun hanging out with you guys, and I'll see you next time with something new.